So I am a big fan of the Jurassic Park movies. I mean, I love that film. It was one of the first films that hit the theater that I was working at when I was a manager there, and it was a huge hit. I thought it was the perfect confluence of Steven Spielberg at the height of his directorial prowess, and then also great popcorn filmmaking. And of course, I also love that people love to eat popcorn when they saw the movie because I got big bonuses because of it. But either way, I really like this movie. So I'm always excited when I hear that there's a new film coming out. And sure enough, the seventh film in the Jurassic Park franchise is coming out this weekend. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and today let's talk about Jurassic World Rebirth.
On the island we're headed to, 24 species have survived there alone.
The theme park owners did experimental work, leaving only the worst ones here.
If we get this DNA, millions of lives are saved.
In Jurassic World Rebirth, a shady pharmaceutical company hires a mercenary who's played by Scarlett Johansson to help them extract some dino DNA. Yeah, from the three of the last surviving dinosaurs on one of those mysterious Jurassic Park islands. She hires a boat captain played by Mahershala Ali, along with a paleontologist who's played by Jonathan Bailey, and of course some hired hands, and they all head out for a quick and easy snatch and grab adventure. Yeah, that's never going to happen. You know in these movies that half of the cast, certainly the ones that aren't movie stars, they're all going to be dino chow before the adventure is over. Now at the same time, we meet a family that's sailing across the ocean, and their boat is capsized by a mosasaurus. They survive the attack, but when they're rescued by the mercenaries, they find themselves going back to the island. You know, the place with the monsters that just came pretty close to killing them. Now that's an okay setup for this movie. The problem is there's a lot of setup. It just takes too long to get to the good stuff. We spend a half an hour listening to people talk about their backstories. I don't care about their backstories. I mean, with apologies to Scarlett Johansson and the rest, I'm here for the dino action, not your character's story. Now that being said, I did enjoy the family that got mixed up on this crazy operation, especially the youngest daughter who's played by Adrina Miranda. Maybe that's just the paternal instinct, but it's easy to care for a child that's being stalked by a T-Rex. And look, if I'm being honest, almost all of the performances were okay. It's just that I wanted to see their acting integrated to the scenes in between the action sequences. Now, speaking of the action sequences, those attacks are mostly pretty exciting. The Mosasaurus attack at the beginning was great, once it finally happened. Plus we get a T-Rex and some Velociraptor and Compy sightings and, things like that. Those scenes are generally pretty good. Of course, they are the sequences that are going to bring the audiences to the theater. The problem is that some of the dinosaurs are just silly. In the filmmakers' attempts to make bigger and badder dinos, they've come up with these genetically mutated creatures that just don't feel very believable. We get a creation that is a velociraptor with wings, okay? And then we get the final big bad dino, and it looks like something from a Godzilla movie rather than Jurassic Park. So look, the story isn't great, but the acting's fine, I guess. I just didn't care about these characters. The computer-generated dinosaurs look realistic, but the mutant dinos are just dumb. The T-Rex attack was great. I wish there were a lot more of that. I mean, the bottom line for me is that this movie is okay, but it's just not anywhere near as great as the original. It was good, not great. I give Jurassic World Rebirth 2.5 stars out of 4. There's a moment in this movie when this kid is being stalked by two velociraptors, and I thought that was one of the most terrifying moments in the film, but that's the residual effect from the Jurassic Park movie. I wish we had more of that stuff. Give me those dinosaurs that we all love, the T-Rex, the velociraptors. You don't need to make bigger and badder dinosaurs, just give us the ones that we know work. Anyway, that's my thought. What did you think? Did you go see the movie? Comment below. And don't forget, follow me on social media and, of course, subscribe to my podcast, Two Movie Guys. We get together every week and we talk about all of the week's big new movies in greater detail. Just search for Two Movie Guys wherever you get your podcasts. So look, I'm a little out of order here. I wanted to get in early and let you know my thoughts on the new Jurassic World Rebirth movie here. But there is still one other film that we haven't covered for this weekend. Coming up next, I will talk about Megan 2.0. See you then. Bye.